Alright everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of fungi. Now, when you hear fungi, you might just think of mushrooms, but this kingdom of life is incredibly diverse, including yeasts, molds, and many other tiny organisms. And one of the most amazing things about them is how they reproduce. It's totally different from how animals or plants do it, and it's pretty clever. So, unlike animals that typically reproduce sexually with two parents, or plants that often use seeds, fungi have a whole bag of tricks for making new generations. The most common and widely recognized way many fungi reproduce is through spores. Think of spores like incredibly tiny, microscopic seeds. They're often so light that the wind can carry them for miles and miles. Imagine a mushroom. On the underside, it has gills or pores. These are actually factories constantly producing millions, sometimes billions, of these tiny spores. When these spores are mature, they're released into the air. If a spore lands in a spot with the right conditions, enough moisture, the right temperature, and some food, it can germinate, meaning it starts to grow. It sends out tiny, thread-like structures called hyphae, which start to spread and explore their new environment, forming a network called a mycelium. This mycelium is actually the main body of the fungus, usually hidden underground or within whatever it's growing on, like a hidden web. The mushroom itself is just the temporary, fruiting body that pops up to release more spores. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Many fungi can reproduce in multiple ways. Some can reproduce asexually, meaning they can make exact genetic copies of themselves without needing another fungus. This is often done through budding, where a small outgrowth breaks off to form a new organism, like in yeasts, or through fragmentation, where a piece of the mycelium breaks off and starts a new colony. It's like taking a cutting from a plant to grow a new one. This allows them to quickly colonize new areas if conditions are favorable. Then there's sexual reproduction, which is more complex but incredibly important for fungi because it allows for genetic mixing, creating new combinations of traits that can help them adapt to changing environments. In this process, specialized hyphae from two different fungi might fuse together, mixing their genetic material. This leads to the formation of new structures that eventually produce spores, but these spores are genetically unique combinations of the two parents. So, whether it's through billions of tiny, wind-swept spores, by simply budding off new copies, or by cleverly mixing their genes, fungi have evolved a diverse and highly effective set of strategies to ensure their survival and spread across almost every corner of the planet. They're truly masters of reproduction. Pretty amazing, right?